Hi, thank you so much for having us.
Thank you so much. Please introduce yourself for the record.
Debra Simino, and I am the president of Sherwood Forks Citizen Association. I represent the 3,400 homes there, as well as a representative of the Greater Baton Rouge Federation of Civic Associations, and I represent 92 subdivisions there. I think that the people who set the whole group home thing up had very good intentions, but you know how there's always unintended consequences. There is this ability to just have unlicensed, unbeknownst to anyone, homes that I agree, they're just renting space out. They were supposed to be good for these people who need to rehab. We want them to be part of the of society and to be able to give back to their community. However, they are being abused. We see it. We are the boots on the ground. I see it every day. It is heartbreaking and sad, but it is unlicensed. If I wanted to set one up tomorrow, I could probably just open one up. From what I understand, my research shows that you can send in a request of reasonable accommodations, but you don't have to. And so if I don't, no one knows what I've got there. But Sherwood Forest sees it. We see it a lot. I think the intention was to make a normal home for people so that they could acclimate back into society. But let's face it, normal is not having 18 males piled up into a home with no parking, no bathrooms, no place for them to sleep. That's not normal. That's abusive, and that is sad. We have seen where group homes just in the middle of the night shut down because there was a stabbing or there was an attempted murder. All of a sudden, they're just not there at 2 o'clock in the morning. Imagine if you're there and you're a resident of that home and you are awakened by gunshots and now suddenly you have to go find a place to live. That is awful. So we really do just implore some type of registration, regulation, something so that we know what's out there and who to contact. Because when we have issues, we can't even figure out who's supposed to be responsible. And the owner of the house may live states away and be very unresponsive. And so we can't even help the people that are living there. We don't know where to go. They are vulnerable and they are alone. One of the other issues that we have is with some type of regulation, we can help with things like I've got 2 sober living homes directly across, I'm talking the front door of St. Thomas More School and Church, a male and a female. Well, you know, is that the best place for them to be located? Right next to the schools. I've got another sex offender home directly across from the Sherwood Forest Middle Magnet School. Is that the best place? I think that we can help in that it protects both the people in the home, it protects the people who are living around these homes. The other thing is definitely clusters. I mean, in two streets, I've got 5 group homes. That's not normal either, because now we've just got a big apartment complex where all of these residents, you know, they've got all kinds of things going on. There are lots of people with lots of cars, but then the people who live next to them are afraid to come out of their homes. So that's an issue. And then finally, as somebody stated, these are just businesses. How is it that we have businesses in A1 zoning? And that's really what they are. They're just apartments that they're not even very good apartments because they go into these homes and they just subdivide the living rooms and the dining rooms and say, okay, there's your cot. There is definitely room to make things better for everybody concerned. And I think that we just really need to to consider all of those parties and make it so that it's livable for everyone.
Thank you so much. Thank both of you so very much. We don't move. You have some questions here. First of all, the sex offender house, there are already laws on the book in terms of how many feet away they have to be from a school. So they're within. I mean, it sounds like they're right really close.
This is true, however, and I called the sheriff on this, and he informed me that these particular people, their victims were over 14, I think, or 13, and so they can live wherever they want as long as the victim was not under 13.
That's not true.
But that's what the sheriff's department told me.
Oh, Lord.